I welcome everyone to Married Life. And I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about what I've entitled Consider the Importance of One Another in the Relationship. Consider the importance of one another in the relationship. This subject matter raises the question, am I really important to you? Am I important to you? Your husband or your wife is asking you, am I important to you? If yes, and if you are important to him or her, then what are you doing to make her feel really important to you? This is what we want to talk about, or I want to talk about. And here your positive action is highly demanded. Everyone feel important. Everyone want to feel important. There is no one on earth that don't want to be important. Everyone feels important. So when you bring somebody into your life in a relationship, make that person feel important to you. If you do that, and then you will also feel important. To your spouse. There are certain things you do that makes you, or that makes your spouse feel less important or not important. I suggest you don't do those things. But then there are also certain things that you do that makes him or her feel much important or really important. These are the things that the relationship expect. So you are responsible to make your spouse feel important. It is very, 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 very necessary to make him or her important. Because he or she is the first person in your life. Apart from God, your wife and your husband, or your husband is the first person in your life. Even your children are not first person in your life. Your wife and your husband is the first person in your life. Therefore, your silence makes him or her feel as if she is forgotten, or as if he is forgotten. Sometimes you sit down, you don't talk. When you lack communication, it makes it very difficult to know how the other is feeling. It makes it difficult to know what is in your mind. It makes it very difficult to know what is going on around you. So when the relationship and there is no communication, it shows, it gives a sign that you don't, the person is not important to you. If the person is, you are brought into your life, your wife or your husband is important to you, you communicate. And also, if the communication is not with respect, if the communication is not clear and it's not respectful, it doesn't also show that the person is important. What makes him or her feel important is respect. So there is something in the Bible, somewhere in the Bible, it said, husband, it said, wives, respect your, it said, submit to your husband. And then your husband also love your wives. So these are the things. When you are doing all these things, it makes one feel important. When you love the person, not just the kind of love that you just say it, but it's a kind of love that you demonstrate it, a love with action. It makes the person feel important. When you respect the person, when you respect your spouse, your wife, it makes your wife know that she is important to you. When you respect your husband, there are some relationship when everybody talk the way they want. It is when this follows and it goes on, when children come in, they will also learn, they will be built up on this kind of disrespectful. So the whole place, the whole house, the whole environment will be disrespectful. And when this come in, it means you are not important to each other. Which is not meant in a relationship. Relationship is meant to be important to each other. Now, this is about responsibility in relationship. Responsibility in relationship is not always about the things you do. Sometimes it's not about the things you do. It's not about the things you do, but sometimes it's about the things you are supposed to do which you don't do it. I mean, responsibility in relationship is not always about the things you do. Sometimes it's about the things you are supposed to do, but you fail to do them. Sometimes you are doing something, you feel that is the right thing to do. You feel that is what you're supposed to do. But rather, your wife or your husband will not see it as respect, will not see it as she or he is really important to you. And these are the things you need to be very, very watchful about it. There are some certain things are not needed in a relationship. Let the woman or the man know that you are there for him or you are there for her. These are some of the things I say about relationship, about communication, good communication. When you are in the house and everybody is sitting everywhere, so everybody is sitting somewhere else. One is in the hall and one is in the bedroom. One is in the kitchen, one in the sitting room for maybe the whole day. You need one another, and that makes that person important to you. So when you ignore one another, it means you are not important to one another, and it doesn't make the relationship strong. It doesn't make the relationship healthy. Let the woman or the man knows that you are there for her or you are there for him. When she calls you, she finds you. When she needs you at another time, don't withhold yourself to him. Give him or her everything she needs. Give him everything he needs. If you have them, give it out. When I'm saying that, I'm not talking about only money. I'm not talking about money. Give everything. That is about relationship. You give everything you have for him or her. But when they are giving it to you, don't take it for granted. When they are giving it everything, but a man or a woman is giving everything. Sometimes when they give something to somebody, a woman give my love to you, a woman give her love to the man take it for granted. When the man give the whole love to the woman takes it for granted. I think this thing most of the time it comes from the man. The man takes it for granted, but most of the time I see women giving their whole love to the man, and the man will take it for granted. You don't make her feel very important. You need to make her feel important. Give her whatever, give it to her. Everything she needs from you, give it to her. And that will make her look. She's a human being. She needs you. That's why she has come to you. She needs you. And you need her. That's why you have brought her to you. So make her feel important. She's not a slave. She's not your slave. She's your wife. She's part of you. You are one, the same body. So whatever how you feel, if a knife, if you are cut, if your skin is open by a cut, and how you feel, the pain you feel, the same thing you have to feel when you are sitting close and you see her in the situation. You have to feel for her. Make her feel important to you. Cherish her. Treat her like a queen and treat him like a man. Do things to show that he or she is important to you. You don't ignore him. I said it already. You don't ignore her in the public. I visited a marriage home, people, a couple, and we wanted to go somewhere. We wanted to take a ride somewhere, and then the man was saying the woman should stay at home. I said, what are you talking about? He said, you should stay at home. Stay at home, do what? He said, oh, you have to watch things. You have to watch. No, we are going together. The man said, I'm not used to that. But she's used to that. What are you talking about? If you ignore her and go, she's used to that. She's not a slave. She's just a housewoman, a housewife. She's not a house girl. She's a wife. So wherever you are going, you go with her. I'm not, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying every time you go around, if you can, every time you go around, but I'm not saying that, but she's part of you. My wife, that's an example. If I'm going somewhere, she's not with me, I don't feel cool. I don't feel good. I've been saying this thing all the time. And it's people would be at home, will meet me in the show, where is your wife today? Because they see her all the time with me. She's also the same. When she's going somewhere, I say, are you not going? Oh, no, please, let's go. So we have become, if you don't do it, you become, you don't use, you don't use, you are not used to it. Whatever you do is what you become used to it. And when you do that, the woman feel important to you. You need her and she need you. This is what I'm talking about in relationship. I think I'm making sense. It is about relationship. So don't travel and they say your wife should be at home and cook. When you come home, you wash together. You do the washing together. When you come home, when it is cooking, you cook it together. And that is what I'm talking about. That is the relationship. That is the genuine relationship. That is the rich relationship. That is the kind of relationship God is looking for. Or that is how relationship is meant to be. She should feel important. And you should feel important. And you should feel important. It's about you. You have to do this. You have to let this happen. It won't come from somewhere. You need to create it and do it together. And then you will be feeling important to each other. You mean what you say. You mean what you say. When you say something, you mean it. You don't just say it as a story. A story, like as if you have read a storybook. You mean what you say, and that faith make the person feel important. If you say something, act on it and do it. That makes the person feel important. When it's not about big one. When some say I don't have, you have the minor, the small, the little gift you give her or you give him, he has to appreciate it. And don't say the gift she giving me is so small, so I won't appreciate it. If you do that, she don't feel important. Let be appreciative. Be appreciative. Say what you mean. Mean what you say. Be appreciative. And then lastly, don't make he or he make he or him or she feel like she don't know anything. Don't make mostly some of them, mostly the men, but women also do it. They make the person know, they make the person feel don't know anything. There are some people, when they meet together, one, it looks like one knows better, one does things better. When you go to computer, when you go to this thing, when you go to this thing, but there is something that one you feel he don't know any or he don't know anything. There is something particular that he can do, you cannot do it. It was I was in the bathroom. When was it? I was struggling there was something damaged. I was struggling doing it. I fixed it. I tried to fix it. I'm very good in this fixing, but I tried that day. I couldn't. And yesterday, my wife went in and cleaned the bathroom, and before I realized when the thing was fixed, was in place, intact, fixed. I said, "Well, how do you do that?" He was laughing. She was laughing. You don't feel that she don't know anything. She know what there's something she knows. She can do. You can't do it. And that makes you a helper, a helpmate. So she's important and you are important. Don't make her feel she don't know anything. And don't make and don't make her feel that you know better than she do. She knows she do. And don't make him know that him knows feel that you know better than he knows. Vice versa. You need to uh, make each other feel important. When this happens, there will be peace at home. There will be joy at home. The marriage will keep on strong and then healthy. And that is about relationship. I hope this will be helpful. I hope this will be helpful to you. There are petty things. It's not big things, petty things that people will appreciate in their relationship. Look at those things. Just talk to, I love you, give the flower, give a kiss, and draw the person close to you, and let the person know that without him, you are not, without him, you can't live. Without me, I can't live. Let the person know that she's needed, or he is needed at all time. And that is it. Thank you for listening or hearing or listening. Bye-bye. Again, I said Merry Christmas. And go through the videos and then teachings, and then wherever Johnny Wills Ministry, and then Marriage Life, and Facebook and YouTube, and you will be blessed. Bye-bye, and have a wonderful Christmas. I see you next week. Bye.